As you know, I love working with these kids. They're very hungry to learn. They have incredible attitudes. There's a lot more talent over here than I think people realize globally. And looking forward to trying to help get these kids an opportunity to play college ball or possibly prep school ball on the States. Well, I think that one, this camp films everything and puts video online. Nobody's going to take a kid based on just somebody's word. It's critical that a coach be able to watch the kid play on film in order to take the interest level from a 2 to maybe an 8 or 9 on a scale of 1 to 10. And I think it's unusual for camps to film. I think it's absolutely critical and huge as a part of the process, like you said, of getting guys' games in the shop window. And then as far as developmentally, both years I was here, the coaching staff was awesome. And I thought the kids learned a lot, but also I think hopefully they had some things to take home with them, because at the end of the day, the way to get better is on your own. Great players aren't made, they're self-made. I think that's important to understand. And I know, for example, really proud of Kean. Last year he shot from the middle of his head a knuckleball. This year he's got the shot pocket above the head, pretty good follow through, nice rotation. He's making threes. And shooting mechanics was something that he learned for the first time in his life last year at this camp. So it's nice to see the strategies and the advice that we're giving actually pay some dividends. Obviously, we're talking about basketball development. It's a long, long list of things, but if I could pick 3 things that on the whole are probably lacking, communication is an obvious one. A lot of times Irish kids, for whatever reason, seem to be very shy on the court, and it's hard to win if you're not willing to communicate, not just with your teammates, but also offensively and defensively, and it can be an intimidation factor as well. No one likes going against teams that defensively are screaming and barking. It just is kind of an intimidating thing. And I think the rebounding habits over here are brutal. Kids don't really box out, they don't really go to the glass. I think the third thing that probably stands out the most is weak side defensive awareness. Kids are normally right next to the person they're guarding, even when the ball's on the other side of the court. And I hope and think that kids learned a little bit just as far as understanding that the ball scores. Whether it's transition or half court, the most important thing is the ball, and the second most important thing is the basket. And the person you're guarding really only matters if they have the ball, if they're cutting to the rim, if they're posting up, if they're a shooter coming off a screen, or if they're going for an offensive rebound. Beyond those 5 things, you really worry about the ball and the goal rather than the person you're guarding. Well, it's either Kean or your boy from Kildare. They have the same barber. David, Andrew, David, same barber. Brutal, brutal.